For joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for a message from your future partner. So whether you are in a relationship right now or you hope to be in a relationship someday, this is the message of the person that you're meant to be with. Hopefully it will guide you and inform you regarding what to do with your life. I presume that the message will be something that's very important for you to know, and I hope that it helps you. I hope that it helps inform you and guides you towards their arms and towards their heart. And I want to also say thank you so much. The last few months have been incredibly intense for me, and I just want to say hello and thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. You guys have been such good friends, and while I was posting less over Christmas and in the fall, you guys were leaving me messages, so many heartfelt messages, and were continuing to connect with me and show me love and compassion. And I hope that you all receive the same kind of love and compassion from the universe, from God, from any energy that has the power to do so, to empower you and to guide you on your journey. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. I have been trying to keep quiet about some of the things that have been going on. There's reasons for that you guys will find out later, but it's not the time to discuss it. But suffice it to say, you guys have been such a huge part of my life for so many years now, and I'm so thankful for all the wonderful people I have met and all of those people who have shared their hearts with me. And it's just been such an empowering thing. And especially, I will say something, when you're going through something that's really intense for many years, what happens is that sooner or later people drift off, because we are all in this consumer culture that makes us sort of think things through really quickly. We react quickly, but we also forget quickly. And many of you haven't forgotten me. Many of you have continued to support me, even when other people had tried to bully me or disempower me from the things that I created. You guys stuck with me, and I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best, and I hope that if you guys ever experience some kind of injustice in your life, if you ever experience some kind of dishonorable slander or whatever else is going on, if anybody ever is stealing from you and then defaming you to others just out of greed or whatever else, then I hope that you turn to me, and I'll be here for you to support you. So if it's not me, then I hope you have people around you to help you and support you through those very trying times. Remember, don't give up. People are greedy. If you have anything, there's probably going to be someone who's going to want it. And unfortunately, in our day and time, sometimes people who don't deserve to have access to us do. And so, therefore, it infects our life. I was going to say impacts, but it really does. So I want to say I love you guys a lot from the bottom of my heart. So many good souls who have helped me along the way. And I'm so excited about 2020. Every single day that passes away from 2019 is just getting better and better. And I don't want to worry you guys. The things that happened in the fall and over Christmas actually were somewhat helpful as well. So there was really good things that had happened amidst a lot of tragedy, and yeah, so it's not all bad, and I'm doing well, and you guys are awesome, and all the members, thumbs up, you guys. I think you guys are great. So I think that's all. Sorry for the long intro. I haven't done a long one in a while. As you guys know, I like to show the videos on my Pick a Card channel through the main channel, because those videos are actually not getting promoted like in an equitable way through Pick a Card. So if you are interested in a Pick a Card, I have a good one for you today, and it's called What is Your Future Spouse Marriage About? I did that for you guys about a month ago, and so, or maybe a couple weeks ago, and it's really good. So I've linked it down in the description, and once we're done here, you can go over and check it out. I also have brand new Pick a Card for members only, and that's linked in the description along with your Lilith sign. That's what I wanted to say. Since we're talking and doing an intro, let me tell you a little bit of information. I have also questions about how to become a member. Some of you guys want to subscribe and join. What you need to do to become a member is actually go into the link in the description and hit that link, and that will guide you there. There's also a join button, I believe, up here on many devices, and it's not the same for all devices, so you guys will have to play with the features. And I'm sorry for those of you who are in a region that membership is not offered on YouTube through. Unfortunately, I can't post to Vimeo and YouTube the same video. It goes against terms and conditions, but maybe we'll figure out something for Vimeo sometime, okay? So we're going to honor the memberships here, and many of the videos that are available for memberships will be available for everybody else later anyway. So I'm trying to make a fair system for everyone. I've done Vimeo sponsorships for years, and they have been freaking awesome, and I want to thank Vimeo and everybody who supported me there. We're in a transition to YouTube, and so this is great. I also want to shout out Lavender Code Intuitive, welcome member. Thanks for joining, and I'm stoked to see you here. So who's ready to go? I actually just saw your guys' comments. Hi, everybody. There was no comments posting. Oh, wow. So many messages. Oh, my God. Okay, so let's take a look at a message from our future partner, and we'll go sign by sign, rolling the dice. Do I have a volunteer for keeping track? I have a sneaking suspicion Knitting Yogi is here for the job, and I just want to say hi to everybody. Demita Carmichael, hi, and Knitting Yogi, hi to all my members. Thank you for coming, and hi to my non-members. You guys all matter to me a lot, so don't feel guilty if it doesn't work. It's also been known that my internet has been dropping on YouTube and I've been getting blocked. So I'm going to actually record this on my end as well. And so if we have a problem, we won't get stuck with two videos. We'll have one long one. So I'm recording it. So don't worry. If I do get bumped off stream, then what I'm going to do is actually finish the video as if I had been still on stream. And then I will post it for everybody. How's that sound? That sounds pretty fair to me. Anyway, I love you guys. Welcome, welcome. If you're new, please subscribe. My name is Veroosh, and I am the best tarot card reader on YouTube. I'm just kidding. But I low-key know it, and I like to show it. I'm a little bit of a goofball. I'm a Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, so majority of my transits are in fixed signs, and so I have an attitude, and I hope you guys like it, and thank you for being here. And hello to Montreal, one of my favorite cities in the world. If you guys have never been there before, go check out Montreal. It's a gem in the Canadian cityscape. It's so beautiful there, and it's just a wonderful, magical place, and it's magical thanks to the people. The people there are so heartfelt and beautiful, and let me try to say it in French. Vous êtes jolie et j'adore Montréal. Okay, so let's begin with our reading, and I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new, this is normal. I used to have long chat sessions with you guys in the OG days of YouTube. Don't mind me. I'm just excited to be here because I was going to do something else and I decided to do this instead, and it feels like the good energy. So go check it out. Now go also check out the Pick a Card channel, subscribe there, and watch What is Your Future Spouse Marriage About. It was a great reading. I really like it. So let's go with that energy and let's find out what they want you to know. Let's rock and roll, everybody. So we have Capricorns first. So we're talking to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cardinal sign, Earth. Earth cardinal sign for those of you guys who are new to tarot and astrology. Stick with me. I'm a bit of a nerdy astrologer, so I do get into the transits, but I do try to explain everything. So if you're new, then just go slow. Don't be afraid. Hi Zuri, she's an OG. Yo. Hey girl, hey. And that reminds me, the OG, Melissa. Hi, Melissa, wherever you are. You're probably watching this later. She's decided that we're going to call you guys the homies. And I'm like so down with that. So for 2020, you guys are my homies. Welcome, homies, to the Veroosh channel. So I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, Capricorn first. Thanks, Knitting Yogi, for getting me on track. 10-minute intro, girl. Okay, Veroosh is done talking. All right. So we have the Magician. We're gonna pick. How many cards should we have? 8 or 6? Let me know in the comments. 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Capricorn, I have a feeling that your future partner is saying to wisen up. You have a great power within you, and with that power you choose to walk away from things that are hurting your heart, and they're trying to let you know to try to hold on to these situations because your strength is stopping you from really seeing things through at this time. And I have a feeling they're trying to in some way tell you, you know, to stop walking away, stop just cutting the deal, and give people a chance. It's, oh, there's Melissa. Hey, homie. There's the OG. So yeah, so stop cutting things off. Stop cutting things off. Stop stopping things. Stop getting out of your 8th house, please. And I think what your future partner is saying is that you may be missing opportunities with people if you don't pay attention. You might be missing opportunities with people, or you might be in one way or another, I don't know, just avoiding things that are hurtful, you know, and you have so much power that it kind of takes away from everything. Then we have the 2 of Cups. We're going to do 8 because you guys all asked for 8. 2 of Cups. So there's great love and a great potential for love. You know, this is an added download, not a part of the message from your future partner, but I have a feeling, Capricorn, that the person that you're meant to be with is someone who you're going to write off at first. At first, you're not going to, there's going to be something in which you're going to be giving them a lot of pressure, or there's going to be something that's going to make you want to walk away, but there's great love for you there, so pay attention. The next messages are the World card, Capricorn, and then the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, and last but not least, the 8 of Swords. I have a feeling that this person, your future partner, is saying that, you know, I think it almost feels like words, once they're said, they can't be taken back, right? So it feels like maybe somebody says something preemptively, like, I'm not interested, and then it's going to lead to a very long situation of back and forth. And kind of that situation being brought into the relationship or future circumstances, and it's going to problematize that relationship over and over again. So in other words, all of us who have strong opinions, I'm definitely one of them, but Capricorns are as well. We need to always mind to not share our thoughts, you know, so clearly, because sometimes we have to give the situation time to show itself, and the relationship isn't going to be destroyed by it, but I think it's going to be delayed, right? And it's going to get delayed, and you don't want that, because things will change for the better. I think that things will really lift you up, and you'll see the potentiality of what was there all along, and those critical things that you said, to be so honest. I had a big lesson about honesty right now. Sometimes honesty is just time sensitive, and sometimes that honesty can change. So those of you who are really honest, and Capricorns are, always remember that your honesty can shift over time as circumstances change. So I think that's the message from your future partner. Okay, let's see the other card, the Oracle card. I'll pick it for you guys here. So we have get out of your own way. Yeah, exactly, Capricorn. And I say that with, you know, all the love I have for you. I have a feeling that there's a concurrent situation that's going to be happening in your life. Remember, we're talking about a message from your future partner. And I have a feeling that a situation will greatly improve. Maybe the person that you meet will in some way be underwhelming when you meet them, like they'll have a cold or be sick. And so you may just pass them off as, you know, another person. But I think there's a very special person there. And I think they're going to wow you. So before you judge, before you pass judgment, and I don't mean to finger wag at you, but you have a great opportunity. And I'm trying to save you all the, you know, kind of trying to eat your words after or apologize to a person who is actually more important than, you know, than you give them credit for. Okay? All right. So let's rock and roll. Next sign. The first sign is always the longest, you guys. Capricorn again. Gemini's next. Hi, Geminis. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I have a crystal here. It's my Libyan glass pyramid, which I love. And I have Ganesha here since it was, I kind of meant it to be out of the shot, but since he's here. And then I have my good luck crystal. This is a fluorite, I believe. So these energies are with us now. Okay, Ganesha is a Hindu deity of luck and prosperity and overcoming obstacles. I suppose this is a message for Geminis. You guys are going through a lot. This is a timeless reading, but I know that many Gemini people, sun, moon, and rising, are going through the gigs. Like, for real, they're going through the most. Geminis have a lot going on in your 8th house, which is creating a lot of change and transformation. Here's our first card. Speaking of the 8th house, the 8th house is ruled by Pluto, and this is the last judgment card that's ruled by Pluto. It just fell out. So I think that first off, we can see that your circumstances are in one way or another really hinging on a big decision that you're going to make. So pay attention, because this energy just fell right out. So that means that it's really wanting to be seen. Also, as a feedback for everyone, can you tell me if the slanted way of posting cards is okay for you, or do you want me to do it more horizontally? Okay, then we have the Emperor. Okay, big trumps right off the bat. This is ruled by Aries. A big decision about marriage, a big decision about your father, a critical decision is going to be made, Gemini. This is a message from your future partner. And right after you make the decision, there will be a marriage. So there's a big decision and a huge marriage to follow. So pay attention now. The next message is the King of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I have a feeling that the marriage or this business that you're beginning or something else is contingent on the decision that's being made. This is a life-changing decision. This is a decision about which city you'll live in, who you're going to connect with. This is like a huge transformation, you know, from dark to light, essentially. And that's going to, so be careful with, I feel like this is your main download for right now, is really be careful with this decision. And it's not one that you're going to miss. You're going to know that's what I'm talking about straight up, because it's going to be like, this is the huge decision of my life. Yeah, it's going to be very, very clear. Let's find out about Two of Wands. Okay, I have a feeling that there's someone who's advising you. This is a message from your future partner. Somebody is advising you who's an older male who's watching over you about the circumstances that you're getting involved in. This person has very important information for you to understand about your circumstances. Let's find out the next 4 cards. We have the Two of Cups. So far, so good. Everybody's getting love. It looks like a big decision about love. I have a feeling that for some of you, this is a big decision about alliances. Like, who do you align with your family? Who is on your team? Who are you connected with? Okay. Here is the next message. We have the Ten of Cups, which is Venus. Venus in Pisces, right? Venus in Pisces. I always mess this one up. I think it's Venus in Pisces. Ten of Cups, fulfillment of wishes, happiness, joy. There's a great celebration here to do with something to do with a marriage, to do with a business. Everything is going really, really well for you. But amid all this celebration, I think that there's a huge decision that's being made that's going to have huge consequences on your life as well. The next message is the King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in fire as well. I have a feeling that he is connected to the King of Wands. I have a sense that there's a lot of people that are interconnected, and these kings are in one way or another have a direct influence on your life, and so they influence like how you lead your life and so forth, how things go. And then you have the beautiful Ace of Cups, a new relationship possible. Now that I see this card, I get the message a bit more. So remember, this is a message from your future partner. A big decision is made, and it's a decision that surrounds about love, okay? However, it has to do with you becoming the emperor. So in some way, you're putting on the pants. I know that's a really old saying, but basically you're taking control over a situation, and that makes you happy. You've been unhappy for too long. Look at this message come through. You've been unhappy for too long because you've been subservient to another person's energy. You've been letting someone else call the shots. There's a man around you who's very close to you, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, or any sign, but the spiritual man. He sees in you making these decisions the same things that he's gone through in his life. So he sits by and watches protectively over you as you step into your power here. The King of Pentacles is your future partner. So I have a feeling that this is a person you're going to meet, and I feel like you're going to meet him through the King of Wands, and you're going to have a new relationship. Probably at the time that you're watching this, you don't believe me, because at this time you're probably stuck in the process of making this decision. But I think that your life is going to go through a whirlwind, and this aligns with your astrology right now in 2020. Even if you're watching this in a timeless fashion in 2021, 22, whenever, this is the taking back your power energy. So stepping away from under the umbrella of someone else. Here is your cards. Let's take a look a little bit closer. We have, you can build any kind of life you want. I have a feeling that the message for Geminis is that you've been living under the shadow of somebody else too long, and this is your time to take your power back. All those planets, for those of you who are watching in 2020 and 2021, all those planets in your 8th house are liberating you from attachments to people that are writing your narrative of your life. Other people are dictating to you. And I think you're switching direction and aligning yourself with the King of Pentacles. A new relationship and a new loyalty is forged. And this is the person who will support you in being your own emperor, being your own powerhouse, okay? So there you go, Gemini. And I know that that separation, the 8th house separation, it really hurts sometimes when we have to let go of things we love. But sometimes these release points are necessary, because who should you love more than anything else? Yourself. You should love yourself so that you can be good to others, right? If you don't love yourself, you can't radiate that out. So honor yourself, Gemini, and allow those transition points to happen. I think that's your message from your future partner. I have a feeling, this is a download, I have a feeling that your future partner is, sensing this. This is huge. I think that what they're saying is that you're caught up in feeling sad about the loss of people you love very much, but they're saying, like, open your perspective. There's good things coming. Okay, next sign, we have Libra. Okay, so Libra's next. Gemini, Libra, Capricorn. So we have some pretty assertive signs off the bat. Let's take a look. Let me say hi to me if you're a Libra. Huge changes for Libras right now. 4th house is kind of highlighted in Libra charts. In 2020, this is a timeless reading. And thanks to everybody who does time caps. I'll pin the first one. So if a couple people do time caps, then I'm going to just pin the first one. I can only pin one, so but thank you. Here is the next message. We have the Knight of Swords. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, that's you guys. chasing after something, going really, really fast. I have a feeling that the message from your future partner is that there is some kind of new opportunity that you are going to jump on and go really quickly towards. The next message is the Three of Pentacles. I have a feeling that the opportunity is with work. It might involve retraining or learning something new or catching something that you see as an opportunity and then putting time and effort into. So in other words, Libra, I think that your life is about to change really fast and you're going to see an opportunity that's different than everything else going on for you, and you're going to go for it really, really fast. You're going to go and try to claim it and try to, make home in it or make business in it. Good stuff. The next message is the Seven of Swords. Be careful of theft, Libra. Oh. Do you guys see? So IP theft is what I'm thinking about. Intellectual property. Be careful of IP theft, especially around work. It's the worst thing when you work something out for yourself. Intellectual property theft damages all individuals, and it only supports big governments and big corporations who don't care about the individual, so they don't care who steals from who. They have more resources to suppress us. That's the bottom line. And so don't get caught being stolen from. Really watch yourself. And if you're creating something new, Libra, then really make sure to watch out for your trademarks, for your copyrights, and really protect yourself. We live in a new world with changing boundaries and changing laws around these topics, and I think this almost feels like it's time for you to really take care of what's yours, really nurture that. Here is, Ten of Pentacles, beautiful card. So I have a feeling that, you have a lot going on. You're going to earn a lot, and there's going to be a lot of loyalty in your future. The message from your future partner is avoid this small situation. This is very small. All these cards are positive, and then there's this card in the middle, which to me suggests that there's only a small little thing that will make you lose time in your career, and you have so much to look forward to, the Ten of Pentacles. So you have so much to look forward to, Libra. Don't waste it while you're pursuing this new opportunity, while you're getting things done, while you're being appreciated. Don't let people take from you. You run away from that ish. You've got a horse, so the thief can't catch you. You just got to dip and get out of there, okay? Don't waste your time. It's one of those things that, while you're doing it, you don't realize what's going to be gone when it's gone. Like, you don't realize the effect. But the effect of going through something like this is like extremely frustrating. It wastes a lot of time. You get drawn in with like the worst kinds of people, and it's just a drain. So I think the message from your future partner is like, don't get into it because there's so much for you there that you just don't want it to in any way, kind of minimize you or minimize your legacy that you're about to walk into. Then we have the Ten of Wands, working really hard. Yeah, you've been working hard at something, Libra, new ideas. Libra's major pattern that I noticed in your readings is all about like really watching out for yourself, taking care of your own. Don't be haphazard with what your value is. Here is the next message, Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. Beautiful card. This is a little bit of a card of standing out on your own. You got to have these boundaries with yourself and respect yourself, Libra. This is a message from your future partner. It's like, I have a feeling that many of you are going to make it big with these cards. I have a feeling that many of you are going to make big money, and that's why your future partner is saying this, so that you don't lose out on the potentiality of how much money you can make. Oh my goodness, the Emperor. By the way, when I pick cards, they're like this, and I don't see the card until I turn it over with you guys, just FYI. So I didn't see this one coming, but in this case, I have a feeling that this is you, Libra, the manager or owner of a great business, the manager really in charge of big money. Your money is going to double, quadruple, however, the sky's the limit. And I have a feeling that you have to be unwavering, you know, like you have to be that wall, that brick wall that no one can get through, because you have such good things that you're working for, so much opportunity. It's a lot of work, and you can't let little mice, if for those of you guys who know Lenormand, little thieves, to like pick away at your legacy, at your future. That's your message from your future partner. And I think they're saying, like, I'm coming with money, Libra. I think he's saying that, or she's saying that. Big money. Okay, Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in Earth. If you have children, especially if you have children that are air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, that child will be a part of your legacy. So if you're worried about starting a business and then saying like, well, where is it going to go? I think your child, especially if you have like young children, the message is that there's going to be a legacy that's carried over to future generations. And I have a feeling that you're going to have a child or someone young around you who is going to be extremely protective and taking care of business. So if you're like, I want to start a business, but I don't have the mind for money, I don't like arguing or pushing with others, you're going to have a little firecracker around you that's going to be a little barracuda and protecting you. That's a message from your future partner. Let's clarify. Look at the how these cards are finished. I love the blue. It's like the best one I've ever seen. Okay, so let's see our first message. Yeah, take care of yourself. So while you're fighting, and this is a big fight of success, so it's not a bad fight, it's about asserting your rights. While you are fighting, I have a feeling that you are meant to do a lot of self-care, you know, while you're also evading problems. So make sure that as the future kind of moves forward, you don't burn yourself out too much, that you maintain a little bit of, you know, just softness around you. Because I think the things that are coming for you, Libra, are, I see money. I see a lot of money. And I see doubt about being able to kind of fight at that level. But I have a feeling that you have a winner coming into your corner, like someone who has a very, you know, like tough demeanor, protective, fighting spirit. So if you don't feel like you're a fighter and you're like, whoa, this is way too much for me to deal with, there's going to be someone in your corner. So don't be afraid. Giddy up, Libra, giddy up. If I had to call this video anything, if it was just one video for Libra, I'd call it giddy up. Okay? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys, to make the energy real. Okay? So let's rock and roll. Next sign. Sagittarius. Okay. Interesting energies coming up, and in your full moon readings, interesting energies as well there. Okay, Sag, interesting vibes. Sag energy is very fresh. I'm feeling it now. It's very young, very exciting. I think that many of you are going to take departures. Some of the things that you cared about so much now in the past are now heading in a direction where you're just like, you're kind of not ambivalent, but like there's other, you never thought that you would deprioritize what you have been doing towards something else. But you are going to find something else. This is just clear download, no cards. You're going to find something else that's going to motivate you more than what you're doing now. Ooh, boom. Boom in the room, you guys. Okay, so let's see. Sorry for my little tangent. Okay, so I'm just excited. Two of Pentacles first. So you're starting something. Oh, see, there's the man. I didn't see the card when I saw the download. Look at him. He's balancing two things, so he's taking care of something else. But look what's in the background. There's a ship coming, and there's two ships. Look at these surprise ships. I didn't notice, so I think I was channeling you. While you're doing one thing, something else appears, and it's coming quite close, right? Like the ship, the trade ship, bringing new opportunities into your life, Sagittarius. So watch out for opportunities. They're here. They're here all around us. Then we have the Hanged Man. So this to me looks like there's delays because you're going to have some time to adjust what you're doing before you take the next trip forward, you know? This is I feel like you're going to be caught up in whatever it is that you're doing now. We just had Jupiter and Sagittarius, so many of you are still benefiting from the effects of that. In fact, Sagittarius, the year after Jupiter is in your sign, so when Jupiter is in Capricorn, that's technically the year when the bounty really comes in. Because when Jupiter is in your sign, this is for everybody, what it does is in some way or other, it kind of overwhelms us with opportunity. So that opportunity needs to cultivate, and it is when Jupiter is in your second house, that's when we see a lot of prosperity come in. So this is the prosperity coming in. You're tied up with other things you're doing because you have, benefited from Jupiter and Sag. This is a timeless reading, so just mind it if you're watching later down the line. But there's an opportunity that is coming in for you that you're going to have to figure out a way to get there, and there's going to be delays because I don't think you're paying attention, or whatever you have going on you're kind of too tied into right now. So be attentive. And then we have the Hermit. It takes a wise person to recognize, this is a message from your future partner. I have a feeling that many of your future partners are very cerebral. They're very, very smart, because it feels like they're saying, this is what they're saying. They're saying, a wise person will recognize this opportunity. It's like wisdom and paying attention and experience of knowing. The experience of knowing, is what's going to shine a light on this opportunity. Beautiful message. And then the Seven of Swords. So something's going to spin you around in life for you to notice. So don't worry about missing this opportunity that's coming for you. If you don't notice it yourself, if you're not one of the sage Sagittarians, you guys can be the sages. I kind of have a name for every single sign. Who is a Sag who accepts the term sage Sagittarius? I like how that sounds. So if you're not one of the sage Sagittarians, and you're worried about missing opportunities, in Polish, the word is gapa, which I am, which means that you're staring in one direction and you don't notice, everything coming to you from another. Then there's going to be a situation that sort of spins you around and gets you going on the right track. So just trust the universe that the right message is coming, that the right support will come, even if you don't notice it yourself. Let's take a look at the second row. We have the Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. That's what it is, a new financial opportunity. Like I said, I feel like you'll be more excited about this new thing, but you won't be able to transition right away because it'll take some time. Okay, next message is the Emperor. Everybody's getting Emperor spirit, strength. When things are the Emperor, when you have a business, when you're doing something and you're in that strong energy, right? It's hard to change. So when you buy a house, it's hard to move. You have to sell the house. You have to change all these things. And the same thing is for anything, business. You can't switch gears when you're already committed to something as quickly. So I think this is saying that. So in some way, whatever you're doing now, I think the message from your future partner is that you in some way need a contingency plan. You need to have a way to kind of get out of there. So just figure out some strategies that you can employ, that if a financial opportunity presents itself to you, how are you going to maneuver from the things that you're so connected to now? Okay, just use your wisdom, Sagittarius. The sage Sagittarians. Yes, beautiful mess. And it's really in line with your sign. So the sage Sagittarian sticks. It's a perfect name. Then we have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Secondary transits, very watery. There's going to be a love affair that comes out of thin air. This is a love message from your future partner. They want to make sure that you are available for them and that you can really commit in an efficient way. I have a feeling that you're too tied up with your current circumstances or with whatever you're doing now. And so your future partner is saying, figure out a contingency plan, figure out alternative ways, because when they appear on the scene, you are going to fall in love like bamboozled by love. You're gonna be like, Queen of Cups is like you're going to be a sucker, like full on sucker. You're going to be head over heels, and you're going to think of nothing else. And so I have a feeling that this Queen of Cups means that if you take care of these things, if you have an exit strategy, which means figure out a strategy to leave the circumstances to make yourself available for your new life, then when it happens and you're kind of crazy in love and you can't think straight, then you'll already know what to do. Like I said before, though, no matter what happens, a situation will help you to get into the right connection with the Emperor. Yes, girl, yes. The next message is the Four of Wands, love. So I think love is going to come for you quickly and really sweep you away, Sag. And it may not be a water sign, but I have a feeling that the message from your future partner is be wise and get ready. Make sure that you have some room available for this relationship. Let's pick a clarifying card. So we have entrepreneurship, a new opportunity. So maybe this looks like a marriage, but I have a feeling that this may also be a financial opportunity, like I said at first. So it's entrepreneurship moves fast, and you have to be open and receptive to whatever kind of direction you want to take. I have a feeling that a very quick opportunity is going to come up for you. It's one of those things, if you blink twice, you'll miss it. So don't blink twice and try to get prepared. But like I said, you won't miss it because there's going to be a situation that's going to put you in the right direction anyway, but it's better to kind of work ahead of the energy. And that's why we use tarot and astrology anyway. Okay, next sign. Let's find out. I forgot I had my dice out. Okay, Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Beautiful Taurus energy. Okay, so much Taurus energy right now. Very stable, very quiet, very relaxed. You get to enjoy the finer times in life. This is a timeless reading. However, I do feel like it's like a very fine time in your life, a steady time in your life, especially when I'm recording this, which is February 6, 2020. Okay, so let's see your messages, Taurus. We have message from your future partner, okay, guys? We have the Seven of Wands, sticking up for yourself. So I think this really falls in line with the message of stealing the flowers. Who remembers stealing the flowers? Why don't you guys explain the stealing of the flowers in the video down below? But suffice it to say, or succinctly, people have been trying you for what you own and what you earn. And I think that your future partner is saying, be stronger in defending yourself, be stronger in sticking up for yourself. I think that what happens when we're defending our territory, after a while, and especially if there's a lot of people around you that are pressuring you, peer pressuring you to give up your ground, it gets in our minds, and then retroactively we can look back on situations and say, oh darn, I should have fought harder for this. So your future partner is definitely saying, fight harder for what is yours, Taurus. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. It all adds up. It all adds up for a beautiful future. What seems like you give it up because you don't think in and of itself it's valuable enough for you to hold on to. But I have a feeling that this is adding up to something really big. So don't be so free with giving up what's yours at this time. Seven of Swords. Do you guys know what this is, Taurus? Let me know in the comments below what we just have right here. So I have a feeling, don't read the Seven of Swords right here by itself, because there's something going on with these cards that's pretty special. I want to see in comments who's paying attention. And the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, Taurus. Your future partner is promising big things. They're promising that there's going to be a huge energy. There's going to be love. There's going to be, they're like, girl, I'm coming for your guy. I'm coming for you. And there's going to be trust. The angels are involved. This is a huge reading, Taurus. Who's paying attention? Is anybody with me on this? Any Tauruses, non-Tauruses that can see what's going on? This is a very powerful reading, and I'll tell you guys in just a second, but I want to see who's paying attention or who's the most observant in the crowd. But this is all like, this is a big promise. This is like, you wait and see, Taurus. There's something really, really great coming for you. I'm a part of this. This is a family card. So your future partner is all about, you're going to have a family. You're going to have all these things. I think Riva just got it. So these are 3 sevens, which is the angel energy is here. 777 is absolutely the best number if you like numerology. This is powerful manifestation. 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Taurus, your future partner is saying, don't give a crap. Go, I can't say it, but like go 100% at whatever you're going at. Don't back off for no one, because there's such a huge legacy that you're stepping into with your future partner. There's so much love there. There's so much trust. There's so much loyalty for you. The first message that I got for you guys is that this is a stable and loyal time. That was the first thing that came into my mind. I don't think I said loyalty, but I was describing the general chill energy of your energy right now. The next line is the 4 of Pentacles, Taurus. You fight for yourself. You fight tooth and nail. If you know your future partner already, you fight for you and them. And if you don't know your future partner, then you go on and fight for yourself. Knight of Pentacles, you are going to in some way take a detour. You're going to make a big life change pretty soon. I have a feeling, relatively soon. And so I have a feeling that you're going to make a big detour, and when you become the person you're about to become, that's when you're going to meet the person. Your life is going to change, Taurus. This is the calm before the storm. You're going to be a different person, so be ready for it. Be ready to change and adapt. 8 of Swords. I don't think you believe that you can be the person that you want to be. It's like, I can't be an international recording artist is in your mind. There's like doubts about being the person that you want to be, but this is guaranteeing that there's a legacy of love and trust and success. And you have 2 of Swords. Your future partner is saying don't delay. Your mind is your only obstacle here. Your mind, self-doubt, not believing that you can step into the shoes of who you're becoming are the only barriers to your progress and your success, Taurus. So don't let it psych you out. Like I said right away, I felt it. This is it. This is the download. Taurus, in some way, I've been in this situation when there's a lot of people that are huddled around you and they're saying this and that. They all have an opinion. If you're losing ground, it's so easy to lose ground, but you must protect it because it gets in your brain and then you slowly and surely wither away and you give up ground. And this is saying, don't give up your ground. Don't give up your flowers, Taurus. Here is the next message. That was very emphatic. It's like, don't give up ground. Don't doubt yourself. Go into your destiny. Go and become who you're supposed to become, because that's where they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you in that space. Here is the next message. We have 2 cards, you guys. Taurus gets 2. Lucky Taurus. It's because Taurus is one of my favorite signs. Go out on a limb. Go for it. I have a feeling that this has to do with also how you look. So such things as getting your hair done completely different than you would ever do. You know, going on a limb, changing your style. You know, just because you dress one way and you want to dress a different way, figure out a way to do it. Figure out a way to become and look like the person that you want to be. Multiple streams of income. Look at the cash coming in. It's like, don't doubt it. Your doubt is stopping the destiny from coming in. And besides, you're Taurus. You win at everything. Tauruses win. They're just winners. You guys are winners. You guys just stick to the basics, stick to the facts. A little bit of a glow up maybe for some of you, like, because people who take care of others, like social workers, I don't know if you guys have seen this, nurses, they have such a hard time of taking care of themselves. And sometimes, frankly, after 20 or 30 years, it shows. And so people who are predispositioned for helping other people tend to like take a hit for how they look. And so this is saying, like, use your power to like glow up a little bit, Taurus. You're so beautiful at managing house, at decorating. Your gardens are beautiful. So put that energy towards yourself. I know you're very selfless as a sign. I know you're very focused on making the world around you beautiful, but spend a little bit of time on making yourself glow up. Like, perfect your own features and your own energy. Multiple strokes. You don't need to argue with little things. You don't need to argue with the ins and outs of other people's projections. Usually it's based out of fear and you don't need to hear it. Basically, I have a feeling that the message from your future partner is saying, don't sweat. Do you guys know the book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff? I think that's what they're saying. Is like, if I called this video anything for Taurus, it would be, don't sweat the small stuff, because you are getting multiple streams of income. There is such a big future ahead of you, and all the future partners are saying this. It's like, I'm here and I'm here to be loyal and I'm waiting for you. So beautiful message. Hey girl, hey, look at that. I'll grab me a Taurus any day. Hey. Okay. So whoever wants to be a life coach, high five. All the life coaches in the group, welcome. And yeah, I hope you guys do, and I hope you become a great one. Okay, so next message for the next sign. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. Other message is go into the description and check out what is your future spouse and marriage about. Pick a card on the Pick a Card channel and subscribe there. I have to remind it because people jump in the middle. So I just, like, at certain points, I just remind it. If somebody wants to remind me to remind you guys, then I will. Or you guys can say it in the chat and then I'll follow. Yeah? Okay. You guys are so cute today. High energy vibes. Okay, so let's see the next message. Libra. Okay. Gemini. Scorpio. I know I saw a couple impatient Scorpios. Has Scorpio been done yet? Let's do it now. Let's find out. Scorpio, your future partner. Okay. So I instinctively touched Ganesha, and there's a saying that you rub Ganesha's belly for good luck. And Ganesha is the removal of obstacles, Scorpio. So I have a feeling that the message is that you in some way will be faced with a challenge that you will feel very intimidated by, or in other way inspired by, or, you know, there's going to be some pressure on you, but there's going to be a third party or a third energy that comes in and helps you. So don't be worried, be proud, be strong, don't be too sensitive, and just keep a chin up, okay? Nothing bad coming. I'm just saying that the future partner is saying, like, that obstacle that you're so worried about, it's going to work out, okay? Here is the next message, Eight of Swords. There's a situation you don't know what to do about. Boom, hey girl, hey. Scorpio is so sensitive because you guys see all the permutations. So when you guys get into like tough situations, you see all the possibilities of what can happen because you're master strategists. But the problem with that is then you have too much information and it burns you out, right? I have 4 placements in Scorpio, so I feel you on that. The next message is the Five of Pentacles. Who do you trust? Loyalty and trust. There's going to be a big question. There's going to be a situation for you, Scorpio, that has a lot to do with loyalty and trust. And I think that this is going to be the seminal situation in your life that reconciles trust issues for you. So when it happens, you will learn like how to set boundaries around trust, so that you finally address the issue of trust once and for all. So it's like you realize that, you know, you're maybe opening yourself up to the wrong people, or you're talking to people that are not trustworthy, and then you wonder why, this is my problem, why they're not to be trusted. Your instincts told you, but you went against them. Something like that. You're going to change your strategy. Here is the next message. We have the Seven of Swords. I want to shout out my very special friend Nuvia. Hi, honey. Welcome, my Scorpio. We have Seven of Swords, and we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Okay, so I have a feeling that there is going to be people with whom you can, right now it feels as though there is a lack of people with whom you can build. There's a lack of people with whom you can trust in the long term to keep going in the same direction as you. And it feels almost like you want to run away from everyone because you have so many goals. This is Ganesha telling you all this, right? But this is saying that there is someone waiting with someone with whom you can make these long-term goals with. I don't know if this is your future partner or if this is a friend, but if you're feeling at this time as though there is a lack of support, a lack of people who see things the way that you are, that have the same moral praxis as you, have the same morals and standards, then don't freak out and don't try to force it. This is a message from your future partner. Don't try to force it at all. I think that what you're supposed to do is wait, and then when the right people appear, then you move forward. So it's a message of patience. It's a message of putting up with things. My friend just told me about the practice in Zen Buddhism of withstanding and withholding circumstances that in one way or another try us, circumstances that try our patience, circumstances in which there is no solution to, situations for which there is no solution to. And sometimes time is the equating factor. Sometimes the solutions still need to present themselves. And so if you're wondering, if you feel so overwhelmed at this time, this is a strong message for Scorpios, that there's no people with whom you can align with. There's no people with whom you can trust. Your future partner is saying it's coming. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you've been, I don't know, just running rampant, really running and trying to apply as much as you can. It's almost like when everything's left for you to deal with, it's overwhelming, right? When you don't have a good team to kind of support you in the right ways, it's kind of a drag. Four of Wands next. There could be a relationship that has recently broken up, or a relationship that happens in which there is this hope of mutual love and trust. But again, that situation is in some way going to remind you of a lack of fidelity between people, a lack of loyalty, and then it's going to make you really wonder whether or not, or it has made you wonder whether you could even find someone who's loyal and trustworthy. Then we have the Knight of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. I have a feeling that for some of you this may have had to do with infidelity in the past, or a fear of infidelity. That is some way you keep meeting people that are running away or otherwise who are not trustworthy. I think you're looking towards those people because it affirms it's confirmation bias, which means that it confirms what your core belief is, and so it's reinforcing that belief. You keep opening up yourself to people who are just frivolous and they're not as serious as you are, and so it's about getting a hold of how you're seeing things, because you keep on reaching for those dippers. You keep reaching for the ones who don't stick around. Queen of Cups, there she is. That's your future partner. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Whether she's a man or a woman, that's none of our business. But she's there. She's there, and she's been betrayed. She's been cheated on. She's gone through these things, and she has a healed heart, and she has an open heart. Now, this could be you, or this could be them. And I'm not suggesting that if you're a heterosexual woman, you'll end up with a woman. This is your future partner. Water in water. So perfectly receptive, perfect relationship, and everything that you're working for, it may not feel as though it's adding up too much, but it will. Beautiful message. So a little bit of disloyalty, Scorpio, and I think that your future partner is acknowledging that, but I think also at the same time the outcome is positive, and without the sweet, without the sour, the sweet wouldn't be so sweet. And I think this is what I would call your reading if I was naming this as a separate video. Forgive. Oh man, Scorpio, forgive. Talk about core beliefs, right? So whoever burned you, whoever made you doubt, whichever whichever situation in which there was infidelity that framed your mind and made you so distrustful, forgive. That's what your future partner is saying. You guys can kind of screen print that and save it on your phone or whatever you're watching, and just forgive, because you are the, I don't know, the bottomless pit of love and emotion. You are the bottomless love. You know, you are the glacier. You are the spring. And so allow it to transmute. You know, water sign energies in general, like Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, or anybody who's very like deeply connected to emotion, it gets polluted so fast. And so the shady behavior of other people is in one way or another something that is your mortal enemies. Shady behavior pollutes you. And when they say Scorpios get shady, those are polluted Scorpios. Those are Scorpios that have been muddied by other people's behavior. But you can't change other people's behavior. You can only change your own. And you got to get into those clear waters. So if you feel like you're polluted or your mind's problematized by the behavior of others, just do as much cleansing as possible, you know? Just do as much cleansing emotionally. Clean out your diet and eat very, very healthy, very simple foods. Drink a lot of water and mindfully do those things, you know? All these things happen. Okay, I was just ready to start. Just like, that's what I would say. Like Scorpio, I think that the future partner is saying that your circumstances have muddied your water, have muddied your perspective, so you keep on reaching for untrustworthy relationships. And the answer lies in just really getting in touch with your heart, because your heart's there, and it's just boundless love. And it's the person that takes the smile off of your face and then walks around and then forces you to walk with a frown or sadness in your eyes is just the person who did something wrong. But the real injustice in that is then you walk around with sadness in your eyes or in your face, and you're missing out on life by walking with a smile and open eyes and an open heart, right? And so that's waiting for you, and that's what your future partner is saying. Like, get back on track. Get into that smile, get into the love energy, relax, release all the tension, you know? That's probably what I'm trying to say. Release the tension, Scorpio, and stop feeding the narrative that people are not trustworthy. Select carefully who to trust, and that trust is coming for you. Okay, next message, big one for Scorpio, Gemini. Pisces next. My beautiful little Pisces, I have to apologize to you guys. I do random order readings even when I'm posting them separately. So even if you guys don't see like the order, like me rolling the dice, in one way or another, I'm picking order randomly. So you guys have been coming up last. That's probably because you need a lot of space. The sun is in your 12th house at the time of reading, or almost in your 12th house. Is it in your 12th house? It's in your 12th house right now. So you're doing a lot of reflecting. It's a lot of, you know, taking a look. And for you, since you're the ruler of the 12th house, that gets really an intense process. So thank you for everybody who's keeping track. I really appreciate it, and I love you both. Okay, so let's take a look at the next message. Queen Empress. Okay, so what is she doing? She's coming into her own energy. She's, you know, she is taking care of herself. This is the Pisces energy now that I was describing. So when I'm talking before the cards are down, I'm downloading and I'm getting information for you guys. I'm sharing information from your future partner just through my consciousness, okay? Or subconscious. Then we have the Justice card, Libra. The Empress is ruled by Venus, which also rules Libra. I think, Pisces, you have made some large gains in your life that have to do with justice and corruption. Pisces, like all water signs, Pisces, watch the Scorpio reading because it relates to you. but all the water signs in one way or another really run the risk of being polluted by the actions of others. And especially in close relationships, when you start giving up your power by being so agreeable, by seeing like the bigger picture, other people don't see the bigger picture. And like narcissists, they just push in towards their goals. And sooner or later, the relationship is out of balance, right? And so in one way or another, you have reclaimed your power, Pisces, and that balance is coming back into order with people who you're close to, the people around you. Beautiful message. We have a new moon coming in Pisces very soon. Very excited about that. This is a timeless reading. 7 of Swords, moon in Aquarius. What is this? This card is coming up a lot. I bet there's a moon in Aquarius person watching. Spectator. Okay, lurker out there. I bet they're not commenting either. Then we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So what this is saying is that it was hard. Like I said, it's somebody close to you. Somebody close to you where you had to draw a line and you're doubting yourself. This is what your future partner is saying, Pisces. You're doubting yourself for having stuck up for yourself. And this is an argument. This is showing by example. So you're doing something, you're achieving something, and you're right, and you're winning that balance of power back in your favor. And what happens is as you distance yourself from the situation, you feel remorse and guilt because once again, you're very compassionate. So your future partner is simply pointing that out to show you that this is not something that is beneficial for you in the long term. They're just pointing out your blind spot, Pisces, and saying you're doing it again. You're once again allowing that disappointment to permeate back into your life through your guilt or feeling in one way or another sympathetic for the people that you just checked for being corrupt towards you. So Pisces, this is like, get back on track. You're doing great. Here is the next message. Boom, the Sun. Very, very lucky card. I love this card. I love the Sun in this card. Sorry. Here is the next message. We have the 8 of Cups. You keep walking away from the victory you have achieved by being too sympathetic to the people that you've won against. Oh, big, big, big eye-opener. This is a message from your future partner. Wheel of Fortune, things will change for the better. That person will forgive you. That person, even if it's hard for them to take on what has happened, that person will forgive you. And 8 of Pentacles, it's about fair and balanced work. So I have a friend who's a Pisces. I'll tell you guys a story. I have one of my best friends from high school to college is a Pisces. And she fell in love with a man who stopped working. And he was literally on the couch sitting around every day, and she humbly worked for years in order to support both of them. And she achieved a lot, you know, she really did. She worked so hard. And after a while, she was burnt out by the relationship. Anyway, I won't get into the second part of the story, but the point is that ultimately, you know, this is going back into your balance and gaining your success, because it's like those who are the workhorses, those who are willing to cave for others and let go of things, they're the ones who pay the price the most. That's why narcissists and, you know, psychopaths are at the top of many corporations, because they're cutthroat. They're like willing to hurt other people for their goals, right? And because you're so sympathetic and kind of agreeable with the people around you, you let others kind of push their way over on your territory. And this is saying, your future partner is saying that you're going to make a stand, or you have made a stand with someone close to you, someone who shouldn't have been doing that, but had, because you've made them hospitable in your life. Here, come over here. I'll pull the extra energy, you know, I'll pull the extra energy out of my energy field so that you don't have to work so hard. And then you realize how unfair it is, and you feel guilty for standing up for yourself. However, and that makes you want to let go of this victory that you made. But this is exactly where you need to be. This is what your future partner is saying. And what this is saying is that you're transitioning towards working in a fair way. 8 of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo. So I'm a Virgo, hear me out. 8 of Pentacles is saying that you're transitioning to a place of fairness, and don't go against yourself, Pisces. this is what your future partner is saying. Don't go against yourself, Pisces. Keep going with what you're doing. Don't doubt the victory you've made. Even if it's an emotional victory or something that no one knows but you and the person with whom you have this dynamic, yeah, don't doubt it. You need to keep going. There's a big, bright future ahead of you. Big, bright future. Here is your next message. Simplify. Too many thoughts and feelings. I know Pisces can resonate with this because essentially, if we left you guys alone and you didn't have to work, you didn't have to do anything, you would, in some way, that would be perfect scenario because you're so absorbent of energy. And this is just a friendly reminder to simplify your energy field because there's too much going on right now. There's too many factors and it's clouding your judgment. How are they feeling? Should I move away from being so strong? And you lose track of your own trajectory for the trajectory of others. Simply information overload. And so simplify, make it easy, stick to the task at hand. You will do so well. You don't have to argue, you don't have to reason. And if this is someone you're really close to you, somebody said it's their dad, they're going to come back around. So you just quietly go and do your own stuff and they're going to come back around. Okay. They love you. It's not like they're exploitative to you. They're not the narcissist. It's just humans are kind of selfish, right? So if we are too generous, then they sort of take advantage of it. It's a human condition. It's across all cultures. And so as a Pisces, you should definitely kind of honor that, and know that you're so hospitable with your energy that in some way you just have to allow things to kind of work out, Here, your oracle card was simplify, okay? So it's simplify your energy field, Pisces. That's what your future partner is saying. And all these little thoughts that you're having about, going back to the way that things were before you set your rules, you just want to back up out of that, okay? Here is the next message. Oh, shoot. So we have Queen of Cups. You have an open heart. I should have rolled the dice. So we have Queen of Cups, Pisces. You have a big heart. You're not letting anybody down. That's a message. That's what I was waiting for. Message from your partner, Pisces, what I would name your video. You're not letting anyone down. Write that down. You're not letting anyone down. Okay? So important for all my Pisces out there. Okay. And I'm a Virgo, so we're opposite to each other in the chart. So my birthday is 6 months after yours. Yours is 6 months after mine. And so that means that we see each other for the real deal. So I think that this message is very, very clear. Okay? Next sign. Aries. Did I do Aries? No, I haven't. Little Aries. Happy little Aries. Happy as a clam. Aries. If they only let you be happy, Aries. You're so happy and yet irritated at the same time. Could it be a Leo? This card fell. Could it be a Leo that's irritating you? Could it be me? I'm a Leo Virgo. Meow, meow. Okay, Aries, fire sign. Happy, youthful energy. Aries, happy, youthful energy. Message from your future partner. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Open-hearted person. Open-hearted person. Someone's trying to give you a lot of love. An open-hearted person is trying to give you a lot of love. And I don't think that they have the words in which to say how they feel. I think, Aries, that your future partner is saying that you already have an admirer, but they don't even know how to say the things that are on their mind. So sometimes when you're an assertive sign, a cardinal sign like Aries, and cardinal fire is Aries, I have a feeling that sometimes you and I have this problem too. I have a lot in fire, Leo and Sag mostly, but you kind of lean in very, very intensely. You just go for it. Go for broke really, really fast. And so more kind of subtle energies like water energy may feel very intimidated by that fact. So you don't let them say what they want to say. So what your future partner is saying, kind of like, slow your roll a little bit here, Aries. Slow. Maybe they're trying to tell you who they are. Maybe they're trying to talk to you about something and you're just running off full of spunk in a new direction. The next message is Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to tell you something and give you something. Somebody is trying to tell you something, give you something. They have an open heart, but you constantly in some way change the subject. You kind of keep going, and like you kind of, push forward and set your agenda. Seven of Swords next. This has been, I know there's an Aquarian moon lurking on me right now. I know they're watching. So everybody in the comment section say, hi, lurker. But the Seven of Swords, okay. There's an opportunity that's coming to you, Aries. You need to listen for it. And again, the message is, if you blink, it'll go away. So you need to, again, the strong message is back up out of this energy and just in some way, one way or another, allow the other person to speak their heart. Not everyone is as assertive around you as you are. And so you need to, they don't know the words. And so you need to walk on eggshells around them a little bit. Maybe it's a Cancer, an Aries and a Cancer. Okay. That might be fun, depending on the secondary transits. Here is the next message. King of Pentacles. It's an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Second sign is Sagittarius or Aries, or this could be you. This is like a faded connection, and I think it's like past life. So your future partner is saying, you may feel like you're really far away from the one true love, the person that you really want to be with, but you're already connected with them, and it has to do with a past life. It's a very, very strong connection. It's a very strong connection. Sorry about that. Somebody just said something rude. I deleted it. And so bye, girl, bye. So we have the King of Pentacles. There's a connection with you to the past. Somebody just doesn't want everybody to know the good messages. It's the lurker trying to be shady. So we have this connection between you and someone else. Maybe it's a cross-watcher for Aries and they know they're not the one that we're talking about. So whatever. King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, to the past life connection. That is already imprinted to manifest in this lifetime. And I have a feeling that there's interim feelings of doubt that a situation can work out. Okay? So there's an interim situation that has to do with doubt, looking in a bunch of, it feels like, Aries, you've been looking in a million directions for this person, and you can't figure it out, and it makes you want to go faster and faster to find them. But I think you need to let the energy come to you. That's what the energy is. The next message is the Three of Wands. Yeah, the lurker got up in their feelings. So we have the Three of Wands, energy coming to you. I literally just said that without seeing the card. Boom. There you go. Aries, the energy is coming to you, and it's a faded energy. It's a karmic energy to do with past lives, and you're meant to meet this person. So I have a feeling that your future partner is trying to say to you that they in some way want you to stop trying to rush for things. I think that they're saying, like, stop trying to rush for things because it's coming to you, and you can't control the universe bringing your love in. It comes to you through the universe. You don't get to choose that part, like how it comes, and you're not smart enough. No human is smart enough to be like, this is how I'm going to coordinate all the variables to bring me and this person together, right? The next message is the Two of Swords, Moon in Libra. There's going to be, don't waste your time. Just focus on the opportunity that's coming to you and make a decision about it. Don't waste time. And Eight of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo, work hard. You are working towards something. So the emphasis here is on work. And I know this from your chart right now, Aries, that you have a real emphasis in the 10th house of career. So this year, you'll hear me say this a lot, but that's really in your astrology, that this is a career-minded year for you in which you are going to in some way be successful and achieve the things you want. And usually from the efforts that you put in comes your destiny, right? So when you earn the money that you need, then the love will come in, and then you'll be able to buy the house. You'll be able to buy everything you need to enjoy the love. So compartmentalize a little bit. Stop running around freaking out that it's not going to happen. Your future partner is saying it already has happened, and it's coming back to you in this lifetime. Okay? Yeah, let go of control. Right, exactly. Finesse is blessed. I love your name. Okay, so added oracle message. Who loves these cards? Aren't they beautiful? How are you guys feeling them? They're great. So we have go out on a limb. Go out on a limb, Aries, and essentially let go of control, right? Essentially let go of control, go out on a limb, let it happen to you, and just allow to receive the love, and know that you're already connected to this perfect person. This person's already coming for you. You've already known them. So many of you are going to have a relationship with someone that you're closely tied. You're closely tied to this person. You can't outthink these connections. You can't outthink the reality, you know? And it's not rational. So our minds work on rationality way above everything else. And so we just have to go along with that, right? Just go along with the rational. And when the intuitive and multidimensional energy comes to us, that's when we use our intuition to try to understand it. We can't understand God, right? Okay. So there's this thing called the Victoria's veil, Veronica's veil. And this is a trope in literature from, I think, the 17th century or 18th century. And the idea was that the stars in the sky are actually the light of God that is hidden by a big veil, and only the stars are the stars are coming through in little stars, right? The light of God is coming through the veil at us as little stars, because that's all we can comprehend the magnificence of God. It's a beautiful metaphor, right? So the Veronica's veil is the cover on the sky that prevents us from seeing the full magnitude of God in the universe. And all we can see is, just like in linen, when you can see the light peer through the fabric, that is the magnificence of God that we can comprehend. So I would take that, I would call your reading, Aries, Veronica's veil. Okay? Beautiful message. So it's more beautiful than you think, Aries. Okay, next sign. Libra, Cancer. I don't think we got to Cancer yet. Cancer's got their love reading for 2020 because I literally didn't put out my Cancer videos in time, so I wanted to give you guys a little boost. It's for members only. You guys can go check it out in the members only in the description. Or I should do hashtag Veroosh members. Should I do hashtag members Veroosh? No, I'll do hashtag Veroosh members on all the membership videos so you guys can go and find them easily. So you can YouTube search hashtag Veroosh members and then find all the videos there for that. Well, we have a solution. Good, just remind me later. Actually, I'm going to write it down. Hashtag Veroosh. Sorry, members. Okay, we'll do that from now on. Okay, so all the membership videos will have hashtag Veroosh members, so you guys can find it. And Cancer has their love reading, the heart-shaped reading, up now. Ah, the only sign, because you guys are the best. North Node is in Cancer until May, so I would really encourage you guys to, in one way or another, really, whatever your life is pushing you to do, Cancer, then please do it. Please do it ASAP. Just really apply yourselves, okay? Yeah, really apply yourselves. And until May, wherever your life is leading you to, whatever metaphorically important thing is coming up, this isn't from your future partner, this is from me, then please follow it. There's a pressing energy. You need to maybe assess the last year of your life and see if there's a big theme that comes out, and go follow it. Go follow your inspiration. Here is the next message, Four of Swords. So you guys are really resting now, and I can sense it. resting. You know, only the North Node is in Cancer. You guys have been inundated with energy for like 12 months now. North Node brings everybody's attention. The spotlight is on you. That's basically. And so everybody needs their rest. This is the message from your future partner. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is all about boundaries. They're saying you're burning yourself out by being everything for everyone. We know this. Knight of Wands, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Be careful of people that are just coming through to take something from you and then they leave. And big theme for Cancer right now. It's like, don't let, because you have a lot going on in your 7th house of partnership, right? And this year is different in 2020. This is a timeless reading, you guys, but just take note. 2020 is different because Jupiter is in your 7th house, Cancer, but the dynamic is sort of similar. If you open the door to people coming to use you, they will come. And so what your goal is, don't, be generous and kind, but also at the same time, Queen of Pentacles, she knows her boundaries. She's not going to do something for everyone. She's not going to be everything for everyone. And so you need to watch your energy. This is the message from your future partner. That's what I like to see for Cancer. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in Air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So you just wait and see, Cancer. This person is coming for you. There's going to be someone who's coming, not necessarily those signs. This person is in some way going to take you to a place where they're as serious about other people as you are. This is a person of loyalty. This is a person on whom you are not going to waste your time. And so this person is going to honor and respect you. That's what you're looking for, not him sneaking up on you and then dipping out, okay? Him or her. You can change the genders. The next messages are the Sun in Scorpio. A lot of romantic feelings about the past. And I think that you're thinking a lot about the past, so you keep on opening yourself up to adventure. Oh, the past was so great. There was, love for me there, or I had such a good experience there with this person. And you keep on letting these people in that just come in and use you. And then they kind of leave you for scraps when you can't give them, when they don't have anything else to take from you. One of the things that I'll say to you guys, and all of you Cancers, my Venus is in Cancer, so that's deeply personal for me. But when I was not posting videos, it really shows who was coming in. Sarah, I see Sarah in the comments. Hi, Sarah. She was leaving me comments, and Knitting Yogi. They were leaving me comments the entire time. They had my back. And you can see in the comments when someone's coming back and like showing that energy to you, even like weeks or months after posting. So we can see that. And it's like, who are your real like people who have your back, and who are the people who are just cruising through and seeing opportunity, right? So that's you're being too sentimental to the dippers. This is the message from your future partner. You're too sentimental to the people that are just scrolling through or, just cruising. 10 of Pentacles. It's because you have such a high standard, because when you set such a high standard for yourself, you are pure loyalty and pure trust, Cancer. No matter how many times you're burned, it's really hard for you to perceive people that are exploitative, because you just don't. I've heard stories about Cancers that, we as Cancer Venus, I'll identify, we have a predisposition to even create premature endings because we're so hyper vigilant about using somebody else's energy and time unlawfully or in an inappropriate way. And so the 10 of Pentacles is saying here, or your future partner is trying to say through these cards, that you are still in some way turning your back. Look at her back. It's totally turned on people creeping up on you, because if you're not a liar, you're not good at deciphering lying. You have to get hurt a lot to learn, and still you're not going to be great at it. The same thing as if you're great at love and trust and fidelity and you're just right there for love, you're not going to be good at picking out the bad people, because that's not how you think. That's not how you plan. Here is the next message, Five of Pentacles. This is a person, yes, people who leave you when you're down, people who leave you when it's not convenient for them. You know, that's what your future partner is saying. Like, because I think the future partners overall are really saying things like, future partners overall are saying things like, I see you making this pattern, and this pattern is stopping you from getting to me, right? So I think that what we're hearing here is, you know, there's this kind of MO, like, Cancer, please stop giving up your time because you're wasting time that we're going to have together. And then the Ace of Swords. So he's going to come through, or she's going to come through, and they're going to say all the right things, and they're going to bring truth to some situations. But it would be better if you don't get into those situations. If you get a little bit more, you know you have this beautiful thing. This lady said to me, this was 20 years ago, okay? I was really young then. She was my age, so we were the same age. And she says, I'll tell you this metaphor. So let me tell you. It was a tarot card person that I was friends with. And she says, girl, you got to imagine yourself like a pearl inside of a shell. You know, a shell in a pearl protects itself, right? And so Cancers, you guys are the shell. You can't let anyone take your pearl. And if you take a look at a shell that has a pearl in it, you have to pry it open. For its size, it is so strong. It's using all its might, all its energy to keep that shell closed, to protect that pearl inside. And so you have to think of everything that you have going on in yourself. That's such a beautiful metaphor, right? Especially for Cancers who are a water sign. You need to protect this because there are going to be predators. There are going to be people who don't have the right agenda in mind, and the right people will come to you. So you don't need to take these leaps and these chances on people who are not deserving of them. Okay? Here is your card. We have leave room for whimsy. Leave room for whimsy. But I think this really represents that sort of wasting your time out of the goodwill that you have for others, right, Cancer? You have so much goodwill for others that you keep on getting walked over. 7th house, stellium, that's not only your fault, it's astrology that's going to be with us till 2025. So you need to be on guard, Cancer. That's what your future partner is saying. Okay. We only have a few left. In the comment section, let me know how many likes we have. And if we have a lot of likes, then maybe we can do a pick a card at the end. Okay. So next message. Okay. That was my little interim singing. Oh, and when I sing, I want to remind you guys to go check out the pick a card in the description. It's called What is Your Future Spouse and Marriage About? I did that about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's really good, so go check it out. And yeah, I hope you have fun. There's also more videos up on the membership page. You can go and become a member. In the description, people have been asking. I hope I'm not repeating myself too much, but it's a long video, and so people jump in, you know, in different places. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, true to you in the right in the end. You're right, Darcy. That was Cancer again. Libra. Pisces. Is everybody who keeping track of who I've done gone? Then we have Libra, Scorpio. Where's Knitting Yogi? Did you dip? Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Virgo. Hey, Virgos. Virgos. Yeah, we're in the last couple, so I lose track at the end because, yeah. There she is. There's our fairy. Ah! Did I ever tell you guys, Virgos, Virgos I can chat with. You guys are chatter boxes just like me. Well, I am a Virgo, so hey girl, hey. If we can get it through 300 by the time I'm done, then I'll do the pick a card at the end for everybody watching. Yeah? Let's do it. But I want to say a message to Knitting Yogi before she disappears, or just to say hi. She has an icon of a little fairy in her picture. She's one of my moderators. Thank you for that. When I was friends with someone or like friendly with someone, their father went on my foreign language channel and they saw my name, which was something something, and the word he went to Google Translate and he translated the second word and it said fairy. And I was like, and then he was like, he literally asked me, "Are you a fairy?" Like he was, because he's a scientist, so he was like critical of me, and he was saying to me like, "I can't believe," like he didn't get the joke. He literally thought I was a fairy, and I think I lost respect from him for that. So I think like high five to all my fairies out there. I'm 5'11", so like low-key I love the idea of being a fairy, like this giant overgrown fairy. In my mind it's almost like Elf. If you guys remember the old movie Elf with Will Ferrell, that's when the giant, when the kid gets adopted by elves and he's raised as an elf and then he goes out into the world as an elf. That's kind of me as a fairy. So Knitting Yogi, whenever I see your icon, it reminds me of all that. So, okay, good. Okay, Virgos, let's get into the energy. So I hope all Virgos enjoyed that message. But Virgo, message from your future partner. So we have Queen of Pentacles. Yes, girl, yes. Keep watching your boundaries. Water sign, secondary transits. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay. Watch your boundaries, Virgo. Then King of Pentacles. Yes. I have a feeling there's a lot of Virgos hitting up on the earth signs, because Virgos, low-key, I told you guys this is a timeless reading, but if you're watching in 2020 or well, you're not watching in 2019, right? I never said I was smart. Okay. So right now, if you have Virgo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, your placements are forming beautiful trines between all the earth energy, because there's a lot in Capricorn and there's a lot in Taurus. So you're the missing link, Virgo. So watch out for that earth energy coming to you, because it wants you, it needs you for that trifecta. Yes, Virgo, you're a part of a trifecta. Here is your next message. Delays. Virgo. As a Virgo, so your future partner is saying that there is a destined relationship, and there is going to be someone who comes to you who matches your energy. So all the workhorse, all the energy you're putting in, the quiet humility that you're kind of pulling in, the quiet humility of pulling in and focusing on like your work while everybody else celebrates and parties, and you keep on by life having to work or achieve things and put off your victory. That's all going to pay off, because all the people that are less productive than you, all the people that are doing less than you, they're not your match. They're not your match. There is a person, and they could be either or, depending on who you're supposed to be with. There is a person who comes to match your energy. So even if you're doubting, like, how will I find someone as diligent, as hardworking as me? I have a feeling that don't doubt that, Virgo. That's the message from your future partner. And I have actually, as a Virgo myself, felt that. Like, will I actually meet somebody who's not going to screw up my life with shady behavior or being lazy or being a slob or whatever else, right? And I don't mean to be that, but it's like when you spend all your time working, it's a lot to jeopardize. You have a very but there's going to be delays in that relationship. And I think that comes from both people having a lot at stake and not necessarily like throwing it, And we have the Page of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Something's going to change this relationship. So this is literally your future partner telling you about themselves. At first, there's going to be delays, but there's going to be a change in the relationship. I have a feeling that for many of you, there's going to be a third party that gets their nose involved and says something very helpful. So this is someone who's going to set the record straight, speak on your behalf. There's someone with a really open heart. I used to come up as this when I was a teenager. Very watery, loving energy, very naive. I was very naive when I was a little kid. And so it's kind of like, it's the kid that walks by a window with a puppy in it and like is crying like, can I have the puppy? It's a really like heartwarming puppy love energy. And so there's someone here who sees a stagnant situation, sees the miscommunication, or sees the lapse in information, and they fill in the parts that are missing. So they clue in whoever needs to be clued in to help them in the right direction. And that's, someone did that for me. I was at a store here locally, and there was this beautiful young woman working, and she was just helping me just get some supplies. And, she, out of her own volition, she was very much this sweet, sincere energy. She said, why don't you get 70% of this? Do you really need 100% of this? And it wasn't to her benefit. It wasn't to the store's benefit. But she was so conscientious. And then she got shy, and she apologized for the fact that she sort of, suggested something without me asking. And I told her, no, you just saved me like 30% money, like you saved me money. Most people don't do these things, but that's actually a very kind thing to do, provided you're not manipulating, provided, like, if you see someone suffering, or if you see someone whose life can be better and you say something to help out of your heart, then that's a good thing. And I have a feeling that there's someone who in some way it mediates a situation or steps in because they're so warm-hearted. They just wish the best for everyone. Okay, next line. She was just so lovely. So we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so a new beginning, new thoughts. I think that there's also intimidation, Virgo, in the realm of intimacy. And that makes sense because currently there's a very intense transit in your 8th house. I know this is a timeless reading. I don't want to throw too much astrology at you, but Virgos are going to be a little bit timid for the first half of the year in terms of intimacy because Lilith, right now, Venus and Chiron are together at once. So if you're feeling like not that open to intimacy or feeling like you're being put out, like if you feel as though you are in one way or another being pushed into intimacy and you really don't feel, like it, then I feel like, I feel like wait out the transit until at least late March, and then it'll feel much better. This feels like, hesitancy towards love, specifically intimacy for Virgos, because it's Chiron and Lilith together and Venus. It really is a lot of pressure, and it exploits your vulnerabilities to do with intimacy. And so everyone has vulnerabilities, Virgo. It's just because these transits are together in your chart. If you want to find out more, just go to #Veroosh Virgo. And I have Aries and Chiron, Lilith and Pisces. And for members in the description, I have Virgo, Lilith in Aries as well. And that will be published for everybody in March. So go check that out. It has a lot to do with our intimacy and what's going on in the 8th house. And that's really important right now for us to watch. Okay, so I have a feeling that there's like, maybe you blew someone off, Virgo. Maybe you blew them off because you were just scared to get intimate. You were scared of taking the next step. Maybe someone hurt you in the past, or maybe you have something else going on. And so you sort of dipped on a situation, but I have a feeling that the message is that that situation's strong. And so don't let the astrology kind of affect you at this time, yeah? And the way that you work with astrology is the timing of things, and so then you decide how to navigate it, knowing what energy is coming onto you, right? The next message is the 5 of Wands. And so I think, stress, shyness, whatever's going on, Virgo, your future partner's saying, don't worry, you didn't mess it up. It's okay. Whatever happened is okay. And then we have the 2 of Swords. There's going to be a period of not knowing. There's going to be a period in which not everything's clear. Information is going to be withheld through various different circumstances, but that information will clarify sooner or later. So you're going to be in the dark for a minute, Virgo. That's what your future partner is saying. But then there is the Cancerian Chariot card, overcoming things. So maybe this person is a Cancer, the person stepping in, or otherwise this is a huge love card. This is like I'm so glad it came out. It's so funny that I was talking about intimacy because I didn't know what the resolution would be. There is going to be a resolution, both for your relationship, Virgo, but also for you in your heart. That's a very, very powerful message, because I've been getting this thing for Virgo and the intimacy thing. I wasn't referencing those readings, but it came through again. And so I've been getting this kind of like frigidity or like fear thing going on for a while. And I was like, whoa, that's really tough. And the astrology is definitely tough for that area of your life right now, Virgo. And especially January, February, and March 2019. And a little bit of April. After the new moon on the 23rd of March, energy is going to resolve and reconcile. But you're definitely going to deal with it. So whatever it is that you feel like you're not good enough, or you're shy, or whatever's going on, then I think that you're going to figure out your solution, Virgo. And that's what your future partner, I think, is saying. Let's see if there's a card for us in here. Let's see this one. So we have, oh, that's so funny. It says for Virgos, when organizing, like with like. Okay. When organizing like with like. I think it's a promise that the person that you're going to be with, they are like you. So even if on the surface they're super intimidating, or if you're intimidated by it, maybe you think they're better than you in some way, Virgo. I think that you're organizing your life just right, and there's going to be a lot of like with like is going to become apparent, you guys. It's going to become apparent just how similar you are. It's not going to be a different energy. You know, those things that you're so shy about, I'm sure the other person has a variation of their own. Okay. So you just hold off. Virgo, I happened to look at the bottom, and I didn't mean to. As you guys know, I haven't been checking the bottom for other signs, but I do have the Hierophant card. You heard me talk to Tauruses earlier. Many of you, this will be a Taurus, or this does involve marriage. So a very formal religion, a trustworthy. This is ruled by Venus. And so Venus is looking over us. So, hey girl, hey. Soulmate, yes. Cozy, yes. Everything, yes. Okay, next sign. How many signs do we have left, you guys? Aquarius we haven't done. Hey Aquarius. My angels. Aquarians are the angels. So I'm giving names to everyone. So Aquarians are the angels. They're like they're the angels. Bionic angels. When I have Aquarians in my mind, I have like these like cyborg machine. Happy birthday, you guys, by the way. And everybody who has birthdays in February, tell me in the comments, because I'm finding so many people who have their sun conjunct my moon. And so I loved, actually, I never tried that, and it was really cool to see you guys do that. So if you're watching, let me know if your birthday's like between February 8th and February 15th, and we're good to go. That's conjunct my moon. So yeah, you guys are the best. I went to this awesome esoteric store in Vancouver called Banyan Books, and I love going there. I'm like, why do I love going here so much? And they told me all of us are Aquarians. I didn't say anything. They just told me, and I was like, oh, okay. Like that makes a lot of sense, because this lady like found the cushion that I wanted. Here, I'll show you guys. I was looking for this cushion. I'm sitting on it. Here you go. That's my cushion. Okay, so and then I went to buy it because they had like a sale, and so I couldn't find it. And I told this lady, and she like zips in the back and pulls one out, and it's exactly the one that I wanted. And she happens to be an Aquarius, so you guys are the best. Okay, so here's your first card. It fell out. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Good times coming, Aquarius. You're on a winning streak. So this year, I know it's a timeless reading, but I'll give you guys a little tip. And this is a part download from your future partner, part me making sense of things. You guys are in a particularly interesting year because you're your year is the beginning stages of the transit into Aquarius, of all the planets moving into Aquarius over the next year and this year as well. Saturn will pop into Aquarius, but then retrograde back into Capricorn, so you'll get a little bit of taste of that. But we'll all get a taste of that, but it's not going to be so final. Like, it's going to be like, here I am, see you later, bye. And then once again, you'll get it next year. But essentially, this year is really when you're supposed to harvest. You're supposed to harvest and gather as much as you can, whether it's resources, emotions, ideas. Just bring it all in and store it for the winter, because it's going to be an interesting one. It's not going to be bad. It's just going to be distracting. There's going to be a lot of things going on for you guys. And so right now, this is like, let things come to you. So when you see opportunity, go for it, okay? Next message is the Tower. Hold on. Changes, Mars, big change, transformation, and then the Moon. I don't want to comment too much because these are all trump cards. Okay, here, I'll pick in front of you guys in case you don't believe me. 8 of Pentacles. You have a change of heart about something. You have a change of heart about something. I think you judge something to be you don't pay attention to something, and this is a message from your future partner, and you're rolling along, doing your thing, Aquarius, and you're not paying attention to something, and something's going to make you stop and make you pay attention. At first, you're going to be bothered about it. You're going to have your feelings. This may happen during Pisces season because the moon is ruled by Pisces. And then you're going to see just the due diligence and the effort of somebody. You will see their character. And when you see their character, you're going to understand the good luck that's already in your life. Wow. Okay, that's a huge, I didn't know where I was going with that. But like, that's what you have to do when you're channeling, right? You have to let things come through and not use your conscious mind. For those of you who are readers out there, don't use your conscious mind and allow things to like really explain themselves, right? And so you have this somebody's virtue. This is Sun in Virgo, so you think of Virgos like are very like painstakingly, focused on details and things. And it's not necessarily a Virgo. Somebody's virtue, humility, just tenacity and careful practice is going to make you aware of the blessings in your life. And presumably with that person, it's like you're not paying attention to something because it's not the way you think. But I think an event will happen that will at first be like, you're going to be frumpy about it, or you're going to feel a way about it. But then you're going to realize, you're going to have an epiphany. Happy birthday, Aquarius. I love epiphanies. You give me an epiphany every week and I'll be a happy little girl. Okay, here is the next messages. We have the Leo card, the Strength card. You feel passion towards something. It feels like there was a spark and a fade. So I think that there was a spark with something. You felt passion towards something. And then you kind of rolled on and kept going. And I have a feeling that the thing with Aquarians first, Aquarian angels, is that you guys have amazing instincts, right? And the main thing to be successful as an Aquarius is that you learn to honor your instincts and be like, this is what I'm feeling, and stick to that. As an Aquarian moon, I fully feel that. Like whenever, every single time I don't trust my instincts, I'm like, I should have listened to my instincts. So this is a message from your future partner. Listen to your instincts. High Priestess, there was a prophecy that you didn't listen to. Aquarius, look at all these trumps. This is huge stuff. When you see trumps like this, you're in the right place at the right time, even though it doesn't seem like it is. The other thing that I'll say is I was seeing a makeup artist yesterday who I like very much. She's an Aquarius. I know a lot of Aquarians. It's kind of my thing. Find out where your moon is, and I bet you know a lot of people from that sign. So, and I was telling her about Aquarians, how you guys sort of go and like go around in the world put yourself in different situations, keep walking. Imagine walking in space. Like you wouldn't die, just you're walking in space amid the stars and the planets, and you're just taking a stroll. And suddenly you realize you're somewhere in space where you don't know where you are. You're like, I don't know this planet. How did I get here? Because you weren't paying attention. You were just doing your thing. And then you realize you're in the perfect place, the exact place you needed to be. That is my Cliff's Notes summary of what it's like to be an Aquarius. Full on. So just the fact that you feel like you're so out of place in this situation that you first had like all these feelings for, and then like it didn't feel that way, and then you just kind of were like, WTF, I'm kind of mad about that. Things are going to revolve, and then you're going to see the synchronicity in your life, and you're going to realize that you're exactly, that prophecy is not wrong. That prophecy is not wrong, Aquarius. Beautiful message. If I were to call your video anything, I'd say the prophecy is not wrong. And I don't see all the cards yet. Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, love. Aquarius, Queen of Pentacles. Yes, girl, yes. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Secondary transits in water. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She or he is going to be a person of high and rigorous personal boundaries. So you're going to have to step up your game with regard to that. It's all about personal boundaries. She will shut you down, even if you're her soulmate, even if you're her twin flame. She or he is going to shut you down. There's no room for discussions here. So if something's out of whack and it's crossing her personal boundaries, she's going to shut you down. For many of you, it's a Virgo. Hey girl, hey. Aquarians have been showing up in Virgo readings for weeks now, so I'm just saying. I'm not saying for myself. I'm going for a Taurus or a Scorpio, but, you know, you never know. I always end up with air signs, too. So it looks like, it may not be a Virgo, you guys, so I'm not projecting onto everyone. But the point here is that there's someone with whom you feel great passion towards. There's a prophecy, there's a disenchantment period, but there's the love. And it comes in recognizing the humility of somebody's efforts, and this person might be a Cancer, it might be a Virgo, like really picky, a Scorpio, very, very picky about their personal space. One thing about Scorpios and Aquarians, since I mentioned it, Scorpio and Aquarius would be the worst combination that you could have, but they're supporting transits. And I know people who are Aquarians who date Scorpios and Scorpios who date Aquarians, and it's okay. So it's not the easiest combination, but even in the harshest ones, you can find like amazing combos, okay? So don't let it discourage you. Here is the next message. Very, very stubborn, so very likely a fixed sign, which would be a Sag, Leo, Aries. No, excuse me. I said the fire signs. Fixed sign. I'm getting ahead of myself. So we have Taurus. Somebody made me blush. Aquarius, Scorpio, or what's the other fixed sign? I always forget the fourth one because I'm not it. Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. Yes, I am it. Okay, so here is your cards. Let's see. I was going to pick this one. Let's honor it. So we have Embrace Imperfect Color. Embrace Imperfect Color with Crayons. So it's like you have to change your formula, Aquarius, a little bit on this one. Because I think you're rolling along doing your thing. And, you're rolling along doing your thing. And you have to kind of like... you have to play by somebody else's rules a little bit here, or like the crayons, they like color outside the lines, which is fine for Aquarians, but it's outside of the formula. Somebody's asking you to kind of do things not the way that you do them, and that's kind of tough to adjust to, but once you realize the logic and the reason behind it, then it's going to make sense, okay? Where are we at with the comments and I know we've been going for a while, but is anybody keeping track of order? Did we finish now? I don't think we did Leo, right? We haven't done Leo, and we haven't done Leo. Is that the only one left? Let me know. Cancer with Aquarius rising. That's an intense combination as well. Yeah. And I just want to say thank you so much for Randolph's comment. You're so sweet. And I don't know you, but thank you. That's what made me blush. So that's really sweet. Thank you. Okay, so next sign. Let me know how many. We need 9 likes or I'm not doing. Pick a card, and we have just Leo next, okay? So whoever's not liked, get with the program. Capricorn. Leo's next? Meow, meow. Okay. Leo's next. Leos! Okay. Full moon in Leo in 2 days. Big deal for many of us, for me. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, mother lovers. I love that. Okay, so my pussy cats. Hey guys, how's it going? Let's see your energy, your message from your future partner. I already feel warm. Whenever I read Leo, it's like there's a furnace around me. It's lovely. Okay, so let's see the next message. So we have the 8 of Cups. So you're meant to walk away from something, Leo. This is a message from your future partner. I'll go slow so that you guys can get with it. Let's see